Hi everybody, Big Jim Country Boy here. I want to show you a little bit of a hack here. I'll show you a quick, easy way I light my wood stove and it lights right the first time, every time. I shouldn't say every time, most of the time. So what we have here is some corn chips. This big bag. I just opened it. There's none missing. This big bag here, you can see, holds quite a many of these chips. They're corn tortilla chips. Fritos and Frito scoops will work too, but they're a little bit more expensive. But a big fat Fritos scoop will actually burn like a candle. So the way we do this is this stove here has a drawer underneath to catch your ashes, so we're just going to knock them down. Let me get some more light in here. There we go. That's better. I had to pause the camera here and restart to add some light. So that helps it then. And then what I'll do here is place a handful of these corn chips here. If there's any charcoals left from the night before that went out, I put that in there. Remember, this is cheap. It's like $1.15 or something like that, a bag at Walmart. A bag lasts a long time, over a week. Light it at least once a day, usually. Now, I apologize for the camera movement. I'm working here with one hand. Now, you could certainly light it like that. With two hands, you could keep picking up chips and light them with the lighter or off the other one. I use this to take a shortcut sometimes. Just to get them all going at once here. I don't know if that's better or worse. Actually, it might be better to have them all burn slower. It don't smell bad neither when it burns. So then I have these pieces of kindling I made up. It's just my regular firewood split small. This happens to be ash. I keep a bucket full here by the stove. It's just some black walnut. Like so. And then I have some wood here alongside of my stove here that gets pre-dried. It's all cut, split, seasoned, and it's outside under tarps. But it draws moisture out of the air. It gets much drier inside here. Now what I'll do is, if I can grab one right away. I'll grab a bigger piece like this. I have real big square ones outside. I should bring some more of them in. Some like, it's split firewood like this, but they're chunks. They look almost like railroad ties sawed off. That's the shape. Made out of black walnut and ash. This is a little rough with one hand here, but you can see how that fire is cooking already. And then I'll put that big sucker on top. Burning good. So then I'll close this before I smoke up the house. Seal it tight. I'll leave that damper open like that for a few minutes. Now this stove here has this other door on the bottom. This drawer pulls out. That's where you clean all your ashes out. They fall through that grate you saw I scraped off. And then this is where it gets its air vent from on this stove right now. That's how I do it. And then when I want to run it cooler, I'll close it tight. And then this is an adjustment here. And then once this gets hot and the stove gets hot, I'll close that. And I'll close the chimney here. And that amount of wood that you saw me put in there to light this fire with that big piece on top, this will heat my house for at least 8 hours. I can let this get going and close it down and leave and come back in 8 hours. And if the fire's even out, my house is still warm. But it won't be out because I don't burn wood. I heat my home with a wood burning stove. And what I mean by that is I don't burn a hot, fast fire. I'll turn this down and let it smolder like a smoker. It'll keep the surface of this stove 350 to 400 degrees for the next 6 to 8 hours. So I hope maybe this helps somebody. My corn chip hack. If you're going out in the wild, or if you're going out camping or hunting or fishing, you never know what's going to happen. Take a source with you to light a fire. And I know we all stop at fuel stations and gas stations and grab coffee and maybe sandwiches or snacks or something on the way. When you're there, pick up a bag of corn chips and don't eat them. Keep them in your pocket. You can also use them for bait to trap small animals if you need to for food. They have a nice scent, and the salt, any animal will come for it. Even deer will come for that salt smell if it walks by and smells it. And eat those corn chips. So this is Big Jim Country Boy with my fire lighting tip for the day. I hope this helps anybody. Keep on prepping. Hard times are coming. Okay, so now that's burning hot and good. Good and hot. We'll take this. Watch as I turn it down what happens. See it slow down? Now here's my little door I told you about. My foot is on. Watch when I close it. Watch the fire. See how that burns right down slow now? That'll sit there burning slow with them flames licking that wood like that, burning it slow. That'll probably burn 6 to 8 hours like this. A lot of times I come back in 6 or 8 hours, I throw in a couple more pieces of kindling wood, another big piece of firewood, open up the chimney and the door for 10-15 minutes, and then close it back down again, and it's good to go again.